My name is Sammi Fremont, and the story I'm pitching today is The Story We Tell. The film follows Shoshana Friedman, a New York Times reporter whose reporting from the Middle East has left her estranged from her father, Matt, the editor-in-chief of the Cleveland Jewish News. Once united by a shared belief in journalism's pursuit of truth, father and daughter now fundamentally disagree about what the truth demands, and they haven't spoken since the aftermath of October 7th. When Shoshana's grandfather, Asher, a Holocaust survivor and children's book illustrator, dies, his final wish is that his son and granddaughter tell his story together. During 7 days of Shiva, father and daughter attempt to preserve his legacy, but every mourner who walks through the front door remembers a slightly different Asher. The story they thought would honor one man's life slowly becomes an investigation into memory, journalism, and the danger of reducing people into symbols that support what we already believe. At its heart, this is an intimate family drama about a father and daughter who are both committed to justice, but fundamentally disagree about what that requires. Rather than asking the audience to take a political side, I hope the film asks a more enduring question. How do we continue loving one another when we can no longer agree on the stories we tell about our family, our people, and ourselves? Well, first and foremost, my biggest goal would be to become a feature filmmaker, but there's so much more that I would love to get out of the Jewish Writers Initiative. I'm looking for community. Breaking into this industry is lonely and isolating, and I would love the opportunity to learn and grow and learn from other Jewish writers who are asking similar questions and developing similar stories to me, and that I hope I can make into lifelong collaborators. The reason I want to tell this story is because I'm trying to make sense of the moment that we are in that is deeply affected my community, the Jewish community. I grew up in a family where debating each other was love. I remember having to explain that to friends growing up, that if they saw my family fighting over ideas, that it was all like we were being happy. We were happy that way. We challenge each other constantly on political, philosophical, religious debates, and there was no question that we still loved each other. But over the past few years, especially since October 7th, I've watched these conversations either become wrought with disagreement in a way that was fundamental at its core, or disappear entirely. I've seen friends stop talking to each other. I've seen the question of religion in Israel disappear from my dinner table. The Jewish community that I once saw as so united is now wrestling with profoundly different views of justice and responsibility and the state of Israel and anti-Semitism and what our history asks of us and what we should be doing today. And I find the silence that we're getting and the disunity that's becoming as heartbreaking as the disagreement and the debates themselves. I don't want this film to tell people what to think. I'm trying to create a film that reminds us to love each other even when we do debate, because to me that's a Jewish value. I grew up in Cleveland in a family where Judaism wasn't something we just practiced. It was something we talked about constantly. My grandpa was a Warsaw Ghetto survivor, and beginning when I was around 10, I interviewed him almost every Sunday about his experiences. Those conversations shaped not only my understanding of my Jewish identity, but also shaped my love of storytelling. Today, my relationship with Judaism continues to evolve, as I think most Jews do. I find myself asking many of the same questions my characters do, about memory and responsibility and identity and what it means to inherit tradition that I'm still finding my own place in. That's one of the reasons why this story feels so personal to me.